I came across a quote by Alan Redpath that goes like this. When God wants to do an impossible task, he takes an impossible man and he crushes him. In September 2007, I was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic melanoma and given 8 months to live. Some of you might remember the day I spoke at church that day.
For those of you who may not recognize me, I brought a picture along that might help you along a little bit. Let's put it up on screen. You see, I've got stage 4 metastatic melanoma, and I'm undergoing chemo treatments right now, so that explains my new hairdo. You know, a very good old friend of mine, Bill Huff, told me, Dan, at least your hair is going to come back. I'm afraid Bill's is long gone. But on a serious note, metastatic melanoma is a very serious, dangerous kind of cancer, and going straightly by the numbers, the average life expectancy is about 8 months. You know, it's never a good thing when your oncologist takes you by the hand and looks you in the eye and says, Dan, I'm worried about you.
At that time, I had tumors on both adrenal glands, my liver, my lungs, several soft tissue areas around my body, and in my bones. About a week after I spoke here at Heritage back in 2007, I went to our monthly C12 meeting. By then, the news had traveled to my group, and by the time we got to our prayer time in the agenda, men started just spontaneously rising from their chairs and coming over to place their hands on my shoulders and my arms. And they start to pray for me, thanking God for healing me, as though it had already happened. Mark 11:24 says, Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours. I'd seen this verse before, but I've never seen anybody actually do it. Then after the prayer concludes, one of the men, Chris, turns to face me, and he puts both hands on my shoulders and looks me square in the eye and says, You are already healed. You are already healed. Dan, you are already healed. And at that moment, I dared to consider that maybe, just maybe, God had delivered the antidote to cure me that day. And that maybe it would just take some time for the healing to manifest itself in my body.